Alright, guys, are we recording? Yes, and in fact, it looks like we are. Hey guys, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Nicholas here, back again with another exclusive red pill, black pill video. And today we are gonna be talking about I think today we are going to be talking. I think this is going to be like a spin-off video to a video I did a few months ago, but this video is going to be about family functions and why stupid events exist. Which, we're going to talk about stupid family functions that don't really make any sense, that have no context. Okay, guys, I know this is probably going to be multi-subject, and I know this is probably going to be a multi-subject topic video, but anyways, let's dive into the video, so yeah. So, today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. So yeah, guys, it is March 1st, 2025. We're probably already in the real new year, probably. I don't really know. Gotta research when the real new year starts, because I'm definitely not listening to the Gregorian calendar. But in this video, we're going to be talking about... I know this is going to be kind of controversial, but we're going to talk about family gatherings and family functions that make no sense. So yeah. So basically today, I went to a first birthday party for someone. I'm not going to say who, though, because it would be personal information. But, gotta end the clip one, so yeah. So, guys. So today, I went to a first birthday party for someone, and I don't know what to say about it, but I guess it was okay, but I want to speak my honest opinion about it because it's a red pill, black pill channel, and I kind of want to speak my honest opinion on it, so yeah. So today, is Saturday, March 1st, 2025, and today I went to a birthday party that was originally supposed to be from like 1 to 3 p.m., but realistically, it was 1 to 4 p.m. So I was thinking it was going to be 1 to 3 p.m. Go, be there quickly, have some food, chill for 30 to 45 minutes, open gifts quickly, and then by 3 o'clock p.m., everyone's out the door. But that was not the case, guys. Because the case was, the party actually went till 4, so I was there a little bit later than I expected. But since today was a first birthday party for someone I know, I'm not going to say who they are because personal information, I'm like, why? Why? Because the thing is, guys, I want to ask you guys an honest question. Do you guys ever remember your first birthday? Do you guys, like remember your first birthday after you're just 1 year old, right fresh out of the womb? No, you don't remember. Do you remember your second birthday? Probably not. But, you don't remember. Because literally the truth is, you don't remember if you're 1 or 2 years old. Maybe you do have some memories from when you're 1 or 2 years old, but you really don't have memories starting to kick in until you're age 3. Or at least in very rare cases, 4 or 5 years old. And I'm like, why are first birthday parties necessary? I'm like, why are first birthday parties necessary? Because the thing is, it's not about the baby. It's not about a 1 year old child. It's more about the parents. It's more about the people at the party, and the party's more about the people at the party, and the party's more about the parents, the people there, and the friends, rather than the baby or the child itself. You know how kind of crazy that is, guys? It's very crazy. And then since, this baby was someone I know IRL, in real life, the thing is, it's a family member. Or let's call them extended family members, okay? Because they're on an extended side of the family. So basically, went to a 1 year old birthday party today for a baby that was born exactly 1 year ago from today. And since, since today was the birthday party, I'm like, the baby's not gonna remember any of this. And I'm like, the only way they're gonna remember this is only through photos or videos. Which, by the time they're gonna be able to remember all this stuff, they're not gonna be able to remember this stuff until they get much, much older. So, say 10, 15, 20 years from now, they will look back on their first birthday, like 10, 15, 20 years from now, you'll be like, that's actually kind of cringe, guys. And I'm like, when you're like 1 year old, I'm like, the first birthday party is not really about the baby, but it's more about the baby's parents, and it's more about the friends and family there. And I'm like, it was more of just a family gathering, or it was more of just a family party than just about the baby. Because the thing is, guys, I don't think the baby asked for any of this, guys. Because to be honest, guys, I don't think a 1 year old would be able to ask for any of this. A 1 year old would not be able to pick out the theme of the birthday party. The 1 year old would not be able to pick out the theme or the setting or whatever. It makes no sense. And this is why, family gatherings, not all family gatherings, but most family gatherings with extended family members, aka acquaintances, aka far extended family, aka strangers that don't know about you, that don't really care about you, that, show up to these functions, it's crazy. And then even with these family functions, guys, even though at the function, it was from 1 to 4 p.m. I was hoping to get out at 3 because I was tired. I was so tired that I'm like, it's 3 p.m. I am ready to go. And in my opinion, the party was much longer than it probably should have been. Especially if it's like for a 1 year old, it makes no sense. And basically, I would just rather wait until this child gets much older. Because even though I'm a cousin or uncle to this, child, I'm basically an uncle to this child. And basically, it makes more sense just to wait till the time she talks. Maybe till the time she becomes aware of her existence. Because once you become aware of your existence, once you become a certain age, I would say right around 6, 7, 8 is when you become aware of your existence. And that's when you can be able to make the choices, decide what you want to do, etc. Because when you're 1 year old, you're not going to be able to decide anything. And even with a first birthday party, me being the responsible adult I am, I was talking to the host or the hostess of the party. And I was talking about, like how smash cake for babies, for 1 or 2 year olds. At like 1 or 2 years old, babies should not be able to blow out birthday candles. Because one, fire's dangerous. Two, fire's dangerous to touch. Three, if you touch fire or if you touch a flame, you're gonna burn yourself. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, why? Then with the smash cake with the candle, I'm like, it's not safe to light it. Maybe just keep the candle in the cupcake or the smash cake, but just don't light it. That's just my opinion. Just keep the candle there, but just don't light it. Put it there for decoration. Don't light it. And your child will be safer. But the party was more about the baby's parents and family and extended family. And I'm like, it makes no sense. Because we should just wait until the child becomes older. Because once it's about the child, once they turn 6, 7, 8, like I said, and once they're aware of their existence and all that, and once they decide what they want to do, then it's up to them. And, you can't invite all the uncles, and you can't invite all the people, and you can't even invite all the fake ass people. And even today, when I went to a family function, guys, being the introvert I am and being the antisocial guy I am, I was forced to actually talk to people, guys. I was being forced to actually talk to people. And I was being forced to talk to people I don't really like. And I was being forced to talk to people I don't really know. Because I was being forced to talk to people I don't really like or really know. And then the thing is, I tried talking to those people, but the thing is, I couldn't talk to them. Because one is that at the party, they're all in their little circles. You know how you go to a party, and you know how they're all in their little circles and whatnot. I'm like, why talk to them if they're in their own circles? There were two blonde-haired girls there, and the two blonde-haired girls there were in their own circle. Then there was this random guy, I think, named Jake, I think. He was in his own circle, and then he had a girlfriend, and then there was everyone else, and they were in their own circle, and I'm like, I can't talk to these people, guys. And the thing is, I can't talk to them because if I talk to them, I don't want to be looked at as the outcast. Because you know how you go to these family parties and you know how you're viewed as the outcast, basically. That is basically what it is. And not only that, guys, but most of the people at these so-called family functions are fake. Most of the people I know there are cool and nice, but some people there, I just don't really know them that well, and they're almost like stranger to me. I say they're more acquaintances than friends or family. This is why I call these people acquaintances, or you could say people that I see. Because they're not really family, they're not really friends, they're not family friend. It's crazy. Because they're not family, they're not a family friend, they're not regular friends. It makes no sense. And this is why, when I go to a birthday party, sorry for the voice crack, but when I go to a birthday party with 20, 30 plus people at these family gatherings, it's more about the people at the party than the baby itself. And this is why first birthday parties, in my opinion, are stupid, and this is why family gatherings, for ridiculous reasons, are stupid. Because you could literally do that on any other day of the year. You could literally do that on any other day of the year. It could be on Wednesday night and it could be at 5 p.m. It could be on Thursday night at like 3 p.m. It could be Thursday evening at 7 p.m. You could literally do most of this stuff on any other day. And I'm like, why on a day that's meant to be about like a child turning one? Because it makes no sense. And it's sad because the child will have no say. The child will have no say what to do. And this is why I'm antinatalist. And this is why I'm red pilled. Because since I'm antinatalist and since I'm red pilled, or you could say more black pilled, I'm like, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. Because once you hit 6, 7, 8, I know I'm repeating myself at this point, then that is when they're aware. Maybe 5, but it's not only first birthday parties, guys. It's literally, okay, do you guys remember your first day of kindergarten? Like, do you guys remember your first day of kindergarten? The answer is you probably don't. But, like, I'm going to take reference from a YouTube video, okay? So I was watching this video from this YouTuber called Halo Haley. I don't know if you know who Halo Haley is. She's this Australian YouTuber who is right around the same age as me. She's out in, like, Sydney, Australia, I think. But the thing is, she made a video about parents are making back-to-school parties for their little children. And if you're going to be creating, like, a first day of school party for a kindergartner, like, if you're going to literally be making a first day of school party for, let's say, a kindergartner or a 5 or 6-year-old, chances are they're not going to remember that. Because if you're going to make your child a first day of school party, and if you're making a first day of school party for someone who's not going to remember, which is a kindergartner that's 5 or 6 years old, then I'm like, what's the point? Because I don't even remember my first day of kindergarten. I don't even remember my first day of school. My first day of kindergarten, my first day of school, I don't even remember any of that. I don't even remember what happened in 2004. I don't even remember what happened in 2005. Because in 2004, I was a newborn, or I was a very young baby. In 2005, I didn't remember anything either. And then 2006, I didn't remember anything either. I don't think I started remembering until maybe, I think, 2007. Either 2007 or 2008 was probably when I started remembering. Because right around 07, 08, maybe 2009 was probably when I started remembering things. And then 2007, 2008, 2009, that was probably when I was aware of things. Because during that time, I was aware of the vehicle my parents were driving, and since I was aware of the time of the vehicle my parents were driving in 2007, 8, and 9, I was also aware of, maybe somewhat of early elementary school, maybe first grade and second grade. I mean, I was a little bit aware of third grade a little bit, and I mean, I do remember snippets of third grade. Like, I do remember in third grade, I do remember that this was right around when I was 8 or 9 years old. I remembered we were watching American Girl dolls in, like, third grade, which I literally remember watching American Girl dolls in third grade. And then fourth grade, I mean, I remember playing Animal Crossing City Folk for the Wii. So, and then I think fifth grade was weird because fifth grade I was mostly playing around and whatnot. And then I do remember middle school a bit, but I think once you hit, I think maybe 6, 7, 8, that's probably when your child becomes aware. And at that point, the child needs to make its own decisions. You can't be like, oh, let's throw them this useless party that they're probably not going to like, or all this other crap. Because for a 1 year old, it makes no sense. And if I'm ever going to have children someday, which I'm more likely never ever going to have children someday, I'm more than ever likely not going to have children someday. But if I were to have children someday, which I'm not, I wouldn't even throw them a first birthday party. I'd be like, it's your birthday, so I will only give them baby toys. No fancy party, no, none of that gibberish. Just say like, hey, here's some toys, here's this, here's that, but none of this fancy crap. It makes no sense. And it's no different than funerals. It's no different than useless weddings. It's no different than any of that. And then it would be so unforgettable. Or I'm not so unforgettable. I'm so sorry. I'm twisting my words. I'm pretty tired right now, so I can't really talk that well. It's gonna be so forgettable. Because to be brutally honest, it's gonna be so forgettable. Because if you think about a child that has a first birthday party today, and if you think 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, or even 3 years from now, it'll be so forgettable that you won't even remember. Not the baby. I mean, the baby will obviously forget, but I'm saying the people there. And even with these people at the family functions and the family gatherings, the extended family, they're so fake. They're so fake ass. And it's crazy. Because at these events, we're supposed to fake happy. Fake our personalities. Like, we're supposed to fake happy, fake our personalities, act like an insanely different person. Because we're not supposed to act like ourselves. Like, we're not supposed to act like ourselves. And you're not supposed to be yourself. Because you're supposed to act like a completely different person. You gotta, like, play a character at these events. And then you gotta act like, that's how you have to act. And then you have to act like a different version than your actual self. And it's gonna be hard to play a character. Because theoretically, you're going to have to, like, shapeshift. Which you're going to have to mentally shapeshift to act more blue-pilled. Because you're going to have to act more blue-pilled to entertain these sheep, or to entertain these sheeply, because that's how they want you to act. And it's literally no different than, say, like, other parties. Because even if I went to, like, a family party, let's say it was not, like, on my side of the family, or let's say it wasn't a family party for my family, but let's say I went to my friend's house, okay? So I went to a family party at a friend's house, okay? The family party over there was pretty different. Pretty different than my own side of the family. But the only difference was that it was kind of similar, but different. The only difference was that you had more younger cousins. You had more younger cousins. You had two little girls on the iPad. I mean, one was named Paige. One was named Kennedy. And then you have this other girl. I'm not going to say her real name, but let's call her... Let's give her a fake name. Let's call her Taylor. It's not her real name, but it's a fake name. So she's literally this goth emo girl, and, you know, she's ninth grader, 16 years old. She's on, like, my friend's side of the family, so my friend's family, basically. And she's goth emo type, and the people there, I mean, they were kind of similar to the party I went to today, but the only difference was it was slightly different tradition. The only difference was that they were more focused on their own things, but very similar. That's all I can say. The only cool people at the party was this cool guy. The only cool guy at the party was this cool 60-year-old. This cool 60-year-old that looked like a young 40-year-old. And he was kind of similar to this other guy. Let's call this guy Eugene. Okay? So there was this guy named Eugene. He was a really cool dude. And this other guy, I'm going to call him Pablo. Not his real name, but you get the point. But, you know, he was a cool dude. He was really nice. He was really legit. He sounded cool, sounded legit. Same with the other one. And he kind of acted like a family figure. But everyone else at the party was in their own spaces. Kind of like the party I went to today. And I guess, the lesson I learned today is, basically, I think we've been recording for 25 minutes now. So I guess the lesson we learned today, guys, was, don't ever throw a birthday party for someone that doesn't even remember anything. Don't throw a birthday party for a first-year-old. Or 1-year-old. If they're 10 years old or 15, that would be a different story because they'll actually be able to remember it and it'll all be on their own basically. But if you're just doing it to like a newborn baby or a child, it makes no sense. Someone very little makes no sense. And another lesson of this video is to be yourself. Because I actually learned this today. I kind of knew it all along, but today I was watching the Pokemon anime, guys. And I think I was watching Pokemon X and Y today. And since I was watching Pokemon X and Y today, I was watching the episode called 3 Blockbuster, I think. So since I was watching 3 Blockbuster today from Pokemon X and Y, the character Serena in the anime said, you always have to be yourself. Like the character Serena in the anime said, you always have to be yourself. She said, be yourself. And I have to agree, be yourself. Because that's the thing about the animes, be yourself. And it's true. Because it just happens that you have to be yourself, you have to be your own person, and you just can't engage with the toxic people at the functions. You can't be fake, you can't be fake, you can't stomp down to their levels, you can't act like dumb. It just ruins you as a person. But yeah, lesson of this video is be yourself. And don't throw birthday parties for 1-year-olds that aren't going to remember them. Wait till they get older and let the child throw their own birthday party when you get older. Anyways, guys, that's the end of my red pill, black pill video. And anyways, I'm going to end the video. So, yeah.